So welcome back, my dear students, and another lecture in the entrepreneur. And here we will go to a new ideas today about the entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. Particularly when we talk about the entrepreneur, just remember these points which I'm talking about just now. Definition of entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a person who identifies a business opportunity, harness and harnesses and obtains the resources necessary to initiate a successful business activity. He is a person also who implements the ideas, and he undertakes to operate the business. And he also, an entrepreneur, is therefore a central key individual in the society who makes things happen for economic development. So this is a part of the entrepreneur, and some things we want to say also that he's self-employed because he's not working for other people. He's working independently. Also, when we talk about factors impeding the growth of entrepreneurship, high taxation levels, corruption, unregulated competition, decline in personal incomes, the high costs of finance, lack of entrepreneurial culture, poor transport and communication networks. These are the things which hinder him or affect him negatively. Lack of skills and knowledge, and explain the distinction between an entrepreneur and a manager. Entrepreneur usually is adding to the economy, is having a value addition. And he also has effect on the society as he's adding value to the society itself by producing a product or services which is unique in its own self. The things that we want to say, we have theories in entrepreneurship. Theories in entrepreneurship. The theories that explain the entrepreneurship include the psychological theory, motivational theory, sociological theory, economic theory, and resource-based theory, and the competence-based theory. Those are interpreting or explaining the entrepreneurship. Those theories are explaining the entrepreneurship. We have also heterogeneous demand theory. So the psychological theory or the psychological theory, the focus is that entrepreneurs have unique values, attitudes, and needs which drive them because, like we said, they want to work independently. They don't want to work under a supervision of anybody, or they don't want to be driven or leaded by someone. People's behavior results from their attempts to satisfy their unique needs and values. The psychological school focus on personality. Here, the psychological focus on the personality factors, believing that entrepreneurs have unique values and attitudes towards work and life. Among the most frequent traits of entrepreneurs include the needs of achievement. We find the need of achievement in motivational theory like Maslow, control and risk-taking propensity. Okay. Motivational theory, which causes you to behave in a way you behave, the way of behavior, how I will behave. So here it's done into external motivation factors and internal motivation factors. So it refers also to the personal traits and desires itself, like the employment creation needs, the need for independent self-reliances, the need of recognition, need of security, and needs self-actualization needs. These are the needs of Abraham Maslow's theory. External motivation drives like infrastructure, credit facilities, information support, pricing policy, tax policy, and so on. The first theory, which we're talking about just now, to interpret the entrepreneur, is Maslow's theory. And Maslow's theory, we have a lot of just videos about it, but I will show the main things about Maslow's theory here. The first level is down here is the physiological needs, which means the needs of existence, like the food, clothing, shelter. Without it, a human will die, will pass away. Second level of needs is the safety needs, which is desire for security from present and future. The third is belonging needs, which is the social needs, desire for friendship and happiness. Then esteem needs also, which awareness of importance of ourselves. Self-actualization needs, desire to fulfill our potentials. Those are the 5 levels of Abraham Maslow's needs. Also, one thing I just want to say, the entrepreneur is also affected by political factors, economical factors, cultural factors, and those all affect about it. The type of the society itself, like if it's capitalism society or socialist. The capitalism is the free market society. Socialists, when the country intervene, the government intervene in the economic matters, and everything is led by the country or by the government. Everything is owned by the government. So economic factors like also affect like the inflation or recession, the money supply, the interest rate, the exchange rates, taxes, all these affect about the entrepreneur. Also, social culture forces include the institution and other forces that affect the society basic values. All these are the factors which affect the society. I'll stop here right now and just work on 2 questions in this part. And the first question is, what are the motivational theory of entrepreneurship? What are the motivational theory of the entrepreneurship, or what are the entrepreneurship motivational theory? So this will be here more clear for you, my dears. We said particularly we talk about Maslow's theory. So I'll stop here for a few minutes to get the answer of this question. And I have also another question, which is what factors affect? What are the factors that affect entrepreneurship? What are the factors that affect entrepreneurship? These are 2 questions. We want actually to work on them right now. Shall give around 5 minutes, stop here for around 5 minutes or 10 minutes, 7 minutes to get the answers. Please write the answers inside your notebook. What are the entrepreneurship motivational theories? And what are the factors that affect the entrepreneurship? What are the factors that affect the entrepreneurship? Those are the 2 questions. Please work on them. Cool, my dears, we'll move now. After these questions, we'll move about the entrepreneur, types of entrepreneur, or the second part which we want to talk about today is the types of entrepreneur. We have many types of them, like the craft entrepreneurs. Those exploit and utilize personal skills to start a business without thinking of its growth or the expansion objectives. Oftentimes, then not in this type of entrepreneurship, there is no expanding even after a long time. It is not a business expansion oriented. The skills can be technical skills, professional skills, and so on. So this is the first time. This is the first type, which is craft entrepreneur. Second type is opportunistic entrepreneur. This is a person who starts a business, acts as a manager, and with a view to expand the business to a maximum. He might not have the skills or professions, but he had the opportunity to start and direct others. He sees beyond. Sees beyond means look foresight. And he can try to forecast or navigate of the future. And had abilities or has abilities to initiate and venture into business that will expand and grow. He is innovative, somebody able to delegate activities to others, ready and able to scan the environment. So this is about the opportunistic. We talk till the moment about two types of entrepreneurs. The first type is craft entrepreneurship. Second type is opportunistic entrepreneur. Third type is the social entrepreneur. The socialist entrepreneur recognizes the social problem and uses entrepreneurial principles to organize, create, and manage a venture to achieve social changes. It's fine. We have also political entrepreneur, is a business person who utilizes political system or seeks support from political bodies as well. A political player who seeks to gain certain political and social benefits in return for providing the common goals that can be shared by organizations, general public. Concept multipliers. So here we have also some who identify the successful concept that can be duplicated by acquire also, and buy and sell artists. We have economic scale exploiters. We have inventors. We have self-employed. Speculator values. We have conglomerate. We have matriarch or patriarch. Like what? The patriarch is the head of a family owned who often employs several members of the family. So we call them matriarch or patriarch. We talk about the characteristics in general about the entrepreneur, and I will talk here again about them. These must be initiative, persistence, and patience. He must have information and property seeking. He must have concern for high quality work, or he wants the work to be in a better situation. He has commitment to work contracts by placing the highest priority on getting the job completed, accept for responsibility. He also, or the entrepreneur, efficiency orientation by finding way of doing things faster and cost effectively. Systematic planner or systematic planning by developing and using logical plans, breaking tasks down into subtasks, developing plans, evaluate alternates, take logical and systematic approach to activities, identify new potential unique ideas also. Entrepreneur also must have self-confidence, must have art of persuasion to persuade the others, to convince people to buy the product or services. or to convince them for providing fund for him, or asserts own competence, reliability, and the company's products. He uses strategic of influence and networking. He's a risk taker, mobilizer, marketer, franchiser, shareholder, director, and initiator. Okay, that was the main characteristics of a entrepreneur. So here are characteristics of a potential entrepreneur. I will take this question right now. We'll take this question right now, guys. Since we have this question, Control and C, and I will put the question here right now for you guys. What are the Control and P? I think we didn't take it right. Should take it right now. Copy. It's only a, what are the characteristics of entrepreneur? No problem. It's okay. We can write it. What are the characteristics of an entrepreneur? What are the characteristics of an entrepreneur? What are his characteristics? So please work on this question. We'll be back like around 5 minutes. And the answer, like I showed it to you here, is those points: accept challenges. He must be patient. He must be initiative, persistence, and patience. True, informative, concern high quality work. He must have commitment to work contracts. He must be efficiency orientation and systematic planner. Has self-confidence, has art of persuasion. That is the entrepreneur. So I'll go back to the question and leave for you around 5 minutes to answer these question, please. Thank you, guys. Please work on it. Thank you. So, my dears, we come to the end of this part today. Thank you so much. Shall see you on the next part. Thank you.